Well, howdy tubers. Well, I had to go and buy me a new 2-inch um, hole saw. I don't know if my other one was that bad or not. It'd probably be good for wood, but I just thought, well, I'd get a new one. Anyways, got one drilled and deburred. I haven't sanded it, but I wanted to. Oh, and I'll tell you, that I drilled all these number 40, and of course I told you about these two holes for my form, for the dowels for the forms. But what I wanted to tell you is that if any of you are, of course, this is 40,000, so I don't feel it's any problem on doing it with the hole saw. But like I put some, what was it? 4. Well, I guess it's 4 or 4.5 inch holes in my wings, which is 20 thousandths on the H5, and well, the center section is 25, but the outer wings are 20, and of course the Ultra Cruiser is all 16. So if anybody thinks they want to put maybe some hole in the bottom or top or something, so they can, and put an inspection plate on there so they can get in there for whatever reason, maybe put lights in or something. Well, I suggest that you take you a piece of, and this is about 1/8 inch, maybe 3/32 thick piece of aluminum, and you rivet that on the center of where you want the hole to be, and then you go ahead and take your hole saw and drill it, and because your thickness of that is only a 16 thousandths. This here gives you more of a bearing for the drill bit, and then it's not going to walk all over. And then of course you rivet that on with 2 rivets, 3 rivets, all of them, whatever. And then of course after you get drilled through, then drill these rivets out and use it again. So and then of course if you don't want a hole in the middle and you want something like this, which I did do this by hand because my biggest hole saw, I believe, is a 4.5. Well, then you just take a piece of plywood, drill your hole, and then clamp that. And you only need one side, but clamp that down in the material you're going to drill or put a hole saw in, and then take the drill bit out of your hole saw and run that booger down there, and then of course the outside of the saw becomes your I guess you say tool holder, and works like a champ. And then you'll have your perfect hole once you get it through. Of course, remember you got about a kerf of what, a 1/16 or something, so it'll be smaller than what you want. So if you want a 3-inch hole, well then you probably need to do a 3 1/8 inch. Or if you want a 3-inch plug, you probably need a 3 1/8 inch hole saw to do it with. So, looks like my boy's calling, so I'll have to call him back. So, but anyways, let's get to drilling this, or hole sawing this, whatever. And we put you in the machine. Let me pause. All right. Well, by the way, people ask me how I keep my shop so clean, and I tell them, well, I'm not married, so that helps. So let's see if we can drill this. Ta-da! One dirty hole. But like I already ran a now what they well chip breaker around there, and I'll have to do it on there, and then I'll take sandpaper and clean them up, and then we just got to bend these a little bit more so that they'll take up the or match the taper of the fuselage, and got one piece done. So now we got to start all over, and except it'll be on 25 thousandths aluminum for bulkhead. We'll do bulkhead E instead of E2. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'll do E because E2 is usually supposed to be out of 16 thousandths or 20. But I think I'll do E next. So that'll be next week, I presume. So there you go. God bless, and thank you for all the messages I've gotten. They've been very nice, kind words, and appreciate all this and all that. So I appreciate it too. So thank you very much. God bless.